Hello and welcome to BBM70703 Management Consultancy. First, I would like to congratulate all of you who have completed successfully all the 6 courses in your level 1. Now we are in level 2 and year 2, starting with consultancy course. In this short video, I will provide you with the basic information that you need to know about the assignment component of the course. Let us look at the course assignment and the expectation. What do you need to do if you want to do well in this course? The purpose of the assignment in this course is to improve your consulting skills through an actual performance of consulting assignment for an organization. I'm going to provide you more detail about what it is in a moment. Now, before we go into that, remember, just like in your other courses in your DBA program, there are 2 components here. 60% will be written and 40% will be presentation. And the guidelines for the written assignment, 60% to be typed using Times New Roman font 12 double space, approximately 5,000 words. Please note that the number of words now have increased. When you did your level 1 courses, the number of words might have ranged from 2,500 to 3,000. But for this consultancy, it will be 5,000 words. Please note that this consultancy course will run for 2 terms. So it will be in July, August, September, and October. It will end in October. And once you have completed your written assignment, as usual, you need to submit it via the online assignment system. Now, the presentation component, which is 40%, will be made during seminar 2, and you will be given about 20 minutes for your presentation. Now, the assignment. This is a field assignment. Field assignment means you need to go out, or you can even do it within your organization. Now, this assignment requires you to develop a client engagement and perform consultancy services for that client. You need to identify a management consultancy project or consulting project. My suggestion is that try to do it within your own organization as an internal consultant. Or if you prefer not to do for your own organization, you may select any other organization or businesses that might need your assistance to get transformed. You can even go for any small and medium scale industries as well. You need to negotiate a defined consulting agreement in terms of the areas that you want to focus, and then the deliverables and all that, which will be elaborated in more detail by your facilitator when you go into the class. Now, one thing that you need to remember is that when you do the consulting assignment, you must identify a problem, opportunity, or even an issue to be studied. The role of the consultant, you have to remember again and again, whenever you be a consultant, when you be a consultant, the role of the consultant is to solve problem, not to create problem in the organization. So your client must have a problem, opportunity, or an issue to be studied. That can even be based on your diagnosis of an organization. So in this course, you will also be taught on how to diagnose issues, problems, or even spot opportunities. Diagnosis, just like a doctor, you are going as a consultant for an organization. Some of the areas, study areas, can range from leadership related. You have done studies about leadership, transformational leadership in one of your course. HR, it can be related to HR, marketing, finance, operation, issues related to governance. If you are going to look at it from a macro perspective, business strategy, something that relates to strategy, or other areas such as the technology system. So you can find a lot of issues, opportunities, or even problems that needs to be analyzed, that will be used, that you can use for your project. Okay, now there are some models that you can use. More detail about these models will be elaborated by your facilitator when you go into the class. There are some of the popular models like Redis back in 1994, still relevant. And then the other model, that is the 6-box model of diagnosis, and many more there are. When you go and explore into consultancy, management consultancy, various perspective of management consultancies, models of management consultancy, you will discover more and more information. Now, the assignment or the project should be sufficiently focused to be completed within the limited time of the course. That is 2 terms. You only have 2 terms. That means you have about 3.5 months. You can say 4 months, but the actual time will be about 3.5 months for you to complete this consulting assignment. You need to enter the client organization with approval, get the approval from the organizational management. In case if you need approval, not to say approval, letter to do research from the institutions, you can contact me. Okay, there will be a letter that can be issued that you are going to do a research as a part of your DBA project. That is not an issue for us. So you need to enter the client organization, gain access to the needed information, such as the employee. If you want to do an interview like a focus group interview, you want to do some form of identification and diagnose issues or problems, they must allow you to do that. And once you have done your research, whatever field or whatever levels or whatever areas or whatever functions in the organizations, you might need to do analysis at a later stage. How to do analysis will also be taught to you, and then deliver a report with recommendation intended to solve the problem, to result in positive and lasting changes to the organization. Now, a management consulting will usually involve the following. These are some of the areas or stages that you need to be aware of when you do your consulting assignment or consulting project. First, of course, just like in a research, start with the problem definition. Before you define a problem, you need to identify the problem. Sometimes what you see as a problem might not be the problem for your organization. So what organizations might see it as a problem for a consultant might not be a problem at all. So you have to look at it, real problem, real issues. What problem have you identified and you are trying to solve? Where is the problem? Is the problem at a functional level, technological related level, or system related level, or people related problems? You need to identify. Then the next one that you need to focus is that the approach or methodology. How are you going to investigate the problem? Just like when you do a research, methodology here is also important. Then the data gathering. What do you need to find out about the problem? That will be followed by the analysis, data analysis. What does the data show? What is your findings, interpretation, and discussion? And then your advice. What is the best solution according to your findings? And then the implementation, your recommendations for improvement or change. So once you have done that, you will be doing presentation. And based on your presentation, you might be doing some corrections to whatever that you have presented based on feedback that you receive from your facilitator and also your peers. So after that, what you do? You need to write a report, management consulting report. And report needs to have the executive summary, the organization and its industry, the organizations that you have done, and also the industry, the problem statement or issue that you study, the scope and limitation of the consulting assignment, diagnosis and methodology employed, your findings and discussion, the implication and practical significance of the findings, then recommendation and conclusion. And of course, with references following the APA referencing style. All right. I'm sure you have some idea now, and it will be further elaborated to you by your facilitator during the first class that will be held online, of course, on the 19th of July 2020. So remember again, set your goals, make your plan, get to work, stick to it, and you will reach your goal or the destination. All right. Thank you and hope you will enjoy learning about management consultancy. Thank you.